the other things that is been a different issue for a lot of clinics these days is the people who are coming in with literally psychosis that's been created by taking excess amounts of various types of marijuana. Years ago, people thought that that wasn't even possible, and it was the marijuana of the 60s was also much less potent than the stuff that's on the streets these days, because now they've genetically altered it, made it far more potent than it used to be. And so people have really gotten into serious trouble and gotten psychotic and end up in hospitals. There are other versions, that are related to that, other synthetic forms that are now starting to come out. Some of the dangerous ones that we sometimes see are things like bath salts that are called that. And so the way we approach it, again, is with this integrative, multidisciplinary approach. We still do the same kind of genetic testing for everybody to see what their brain chemistry is doing and how their genetics handles different kinds of drugs. Because we can help with psychosis, and the problem often is that when people come out of the hospital being treated for psychosis, now they're on antipsychotics. And antipsychotic drugs are a problem of themselves. They can cause weight gain, they can cause movement problems, shaking, they can cause a whole number of things like diabetes. And so sometimes people are really interested down the road at getting off of the antipsychotic drugs that went along with the psychosis from marijuana. So it's a complex issue. We see a lot of people here with it, and we've actually had very good results, because we don't see a lot of, like with some other drugs like methamphetamine, we don't see a lot of brain damage. So we can actually work with the brain chemicals with this kind of condition and then help them get off of some of the antipsychotics that are sometimes just as difficult to work with as the underlying marijuana. So we also have this very important when you look at substances of abuse like alcohol or marijuana, there's always a reason underneath it that people are using and abusing drugs. So we have the therapy staff here that can really work with people to find out why were they using marijuana to that degree, what got them in that situation, and how can they turn that around so that they don't relapse into these kind of problems. So it is a big problem out there now, and it's a very toxic problem, and a lot of people are ending up in the hospital. So we do have this integrative approach, as opposed to just throwing pills at it, that we can help both get them off of some of the medications, as well as get them balanced so they don't relapse into these kind of dangerous new forms of marijuana like exist out there.